Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We're about to dive into a very important topic: how to truly understand his intentions through the words he uses. The title of our presentation is Decoding His Words: 7 Phrases That Reveal His True Intentions. Throughout this session, we'll explore 7 key phrases that can give you deep insights into his relationship readiness and mindset. These phrases are subtle signals that can tell you a lot about his emotional maturity, his intentions, and whether he loves you the way you deserve. So, let's get started and learn how to look beneath the surface. Because the truth is, men reveal who they are from the very beginning through their words. Men who don't want you keep you available while giving you nothing real. Men who want you move toward you, consistently and clearly. If a man is genuinely interested, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't hide behind convenient excuses. And he certainly doesn't confuse you. What he's really saying is, I don't like you enough to commit. Or, I like you, but I'm really focused on my career. Maybe I like you, but I'm not ready for anything serious. And here's the key: nothing before the but actually matters. Because that but is already the truth. It's a way of signaling, quite plainly, how he truly feels. So if you hear those buts, it's a clear sign he's not truly in it. Understanding this helps you see through the mixed signals and assess real interest. And that's essential as we continue to talk about recognizing genuine intentions in relationships. Even men who say they dislike texting often make exceptions when they truly care, because staying connected is important to them. If he hardly communicates with you, it's not because of some personality trait. It's usually a matter of priorities. Men put effort into the women they genuinely want to be involved with. But here's the uncomfortable truth: there's always at least one woman he's willing to text first. You might hear him say, "I'm not a phone person," or "I forget to respond," or even "I'm bad at texting." These are common excuses, and almost every woman has heard something like that before. And often he'll tell you, "I don't like texting or talking on the phone." What this really means is that his communication style isn't about disinterest. It's about his priorities and his preferences. The key takeaway here is that if he really cares, he'll find ways to stay connected, even if texting isn't his favorite thing. It's all about what he's willing to do for someone he truly desires. Real connection takes time to develop. Love isn't something that happens instantly. It's built through consistency and genuine interaction. When we rush into feeling deeply, we might be trying to fast-track emotional intimacy. But often, what's happening isn't love at all. It's what's called love bombing. That's when someone showers you with affection and flattery very early on, before they truly know you. This can happen even before he really knows who you are, sometimes after just a few dates or in the very first weeks of dating. If he's saying things like, "I've never met anyone like you," it might sound romantic and flattering, but we need to pay attention to timing. Because statements like that can be part of a strategy to make you feel special quickly, but they don't necessarily mean genuine love. Remember, real love develops slowly, through consistent actions and getting to know each other over time. If someone is rushing that process, it's worth being cautious. Patterns don't break simply because he met someone new. It's easy to think that a fresh start will change everything, but if underlying issues aren't addressed, those old patterns tend to repeat. A man who constantly paints himself as unlucky with women is often avoiding responsibility. Instead of looking inward, he might blame external factors or bad luck. But if he hasn't learned from his past experiences, why would things suddenly be different with you? When a grown man has never had a healthy relationship, there's usually a reason behind it, something within himself that needs to be looked at. And often, that reason is him. It's not about blaming him entirely, but recognizing that past relationship patterns can serve as warning signs. This situation might sound like honesty, like vulnerability and openness. But it's important to ask, is this honesty leading to growth, or is it a way to avoid accountability? Saying, "I've never had a healthy relationship before," can be a sign of genuine vulnerability, but it's also a cue to pay attention. It's an opportunity to understand whether he's truly ready to change or if those old patterns might resurface. So, in the context of the overall theme, it's crucial to listen for these kinds of truths, because they often reveal deeper issues that need addressing before a healthy relationship can really take root. When a man sees women in a negative light, that perspective doesn't just stay hidden. It influences how he treats everyone around him, including you. The moment you show emotion or make a mistake, he's likely to react based on those stereotypes he holds. Even if he insists, "You're different," the underlying beliefs he has about women will eventually surface and impact your relationship. It's important to notice when a man regularly generalizes women as being too emotional, materialistic, selfish, or dramatic. These statements reveal deeper beliefs about femininity, intimacy, and emotional connection that can shape his behavior over time. When you hear things like, "Most women are," pay attention. These words aren't just casual comments. They reflect core attitudes that can influence how he views and interacts with women, including you. Understanding these beliefs helps us see how they can subtly shape the dynamics in relationships, often in ways that aren't immediately obvious but are very impactful. A man who genuinely loves you never tries to reshape you. He supports your growth and encourages you to be your best self, but he never demands that you change your core identity. When someone tries to mold you into what they think you should be, it plants insecurity. It chips away at your self-worth and conditions you to believe that you must earn their affection. This kind of behavior is control in disguise, often masked as help or concern. But it's not real feedback. It's not love. For example, you might notice that he comments on how you've become more outgoing or changed your hair, dressed differently, or even lost a little weight. Sometimes you might hear phrases like, "You'd be perfect if you just." This is one of the most damaging red flags in a relationship because it subtly undermines your confidence and makes you doubt your own worth. It's important to recognize that genuine love respects who you are, not who someone else wants you to become. So he keeps things casual because it's really about protecting his own comfort, not necessarily about caring for your feelings. It's a way for him to avoid any commitment or deeper investment. Any man who refuses to grow the relationship or push it forward is basically admitting he doesn't see long-term potential. He just enjoys the perks of being with you without considering the future. This mindset is all about benefiting from the relationship while putting in the bare minimum effort. It's like saying, "I'm getting everything I want from you without giving you what you want in return." And when you try to move things forward, he might respond with, "I like things the way they are." That's a clear sign he's comfortable with the current situation, even if it's not what you want. But of course, you want more. You're looking for progress, clarity, and commitment. Understanding this dynamic helps you see through the casual facade and recognize when someone isn't truly invested in building something meaningful. As I always tell my clients, for your relationships to truly change, you have to start with yourself and what you're willing to tolerate. It's about setting boundaries and recognizing your worth. And remember, your intuition is your best protection. Trust it. Sometimes, women believe they're overreacting or doubt their gut feelings, and that can be incredibly confusing. They might fear losing the person they care about or hope that he'll change over time. But often, women ignore these red flags because they want to believe in the potential of the relationship or avoid confrontation. These phrases might seem simple, but each one holds a powerful truth about a man's emotional availability and his true intentions. So, as we wrap up, I want to emphasize that understanding these signs and trusting yourself is key to creating healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Remember, change starts with you, and your intuition is a vital guide.